Hi, Jenny here. We are going to start putting ornaments on the tree. I'm going to be in the same shirt, I guess, that I was in my last video. But I think I'll start with the tree lights being off so I can just see what I'm doing with the ornaments, and then we'll turn it on and then the tree will spin and you can see the other side of the tree too and where I'm going to need to hang ornaments. But also you can see our stockings are hung by the TV with care. I need to hang up one more though. I see we usually have family pictures hanging up there, but I see Wayne, I knew he took those down. He has them nicely in our bedroom. We had a spot for him, but he took down all the nails, so I need another nail up there. And then I'll get the other lights going. Our lights up on top have a remote. And so you can program, well not program, you can choose all the different colors. See if I can get them to turn on. There we go. Too far away. Plugs into our computer for power, so that's nice. And they are red right now. Let's see if I can try green. Do something different. And then we can do them flashing and colors and all that too, but I think I'm just going to stick with a plain color so that it's not too distracting. Well, the battery on this one's going to be flashing too. Okay. This came out of my charging unit in my camera pack. But obviously it needs charging too. Granted, I did videotape all my ornaments with the same battery, so I need to change batteries, and then we'll decorate. Alright, this is one of my newer batteries too, but I don't remember the last time it was charged, so we'll see how this goes. Otherwise, I'm out of batteries. They need to be charged. My one's not finished recharging yet, but... So we also have up at this moment, we have my Merry Christmas sign. I forgot it said Happy Thanksgiving on the other side. We forgot to bring it up for Thanksgiving, but this we got from Cousin Beth too. It's very nice last year. Between that and the lights, that was my Christmas decorations last year. Oh, and this, because this is also one of Cassie's favorites. This is her job, whoops, to do every day. Is to say how many days until Christmas, and she changes the date on there. She needs to work on that. I think it's 23 days at this moment, so she's been a little busy. Wayne just messaged he's on his way home, so he will come in at some point while I'm decorating, and the battery is flashing on this one. So I'm gonna go, and I'll restart again when the other battery is finished charging. We'll pick up to where I'm at the tree at that point in time. And that's what we'll start with now. And then I have some other decorations in another bin that I'll go through. We put out a couple more things, the usual, so we'll see what we have time and space for. But I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, batteries are charged. I got a little bit of a start on the tree. I'm just gonna keep going and I will show you after. Alrighty, happy Tuesday! It's like a whole 35 degrees out, it's sunny, so not bad. I'm at Meijer at the moment. I remembered my plastic bags. Now I just have to gather them all. I stopped at another place earlier. I had somebody pick up my Noah's Ark blanket, so that finally sold, so that was nice. So alright, while I'm out, got the car, I'm gonna run some errands. So, we're out of potato chips and Doritos from Cassie and Wayne and Heavy, and then St. Nick's Day. Some beautiful angles on my chin. St. Nick's Day is coming up, so we shall see what we can find for that too. I think that's all I need. So yeah, let's go shopping. Well, here's something new. They have M&M houses now. I'm getting in on the gingerbread craze. And there's a Harry Potter one. Oh, and there's a Girl Scout one. There's 3 of them. Campsite. Cabin. And I don't see a name on that. It's somehow just a chocolate cookie house kit. Huh. We got everybody getting in on the stuff. Now we have Elf on the Shelf cookie mixes. Cocoa chocolate, sugar cookie. There's another sugar cookie. And then there's a Barbie sugar cookie cake. And I saw these the other day. I saw somebody else making these. I forget. Maybe it was Rosanna Cancino. They had a dolly cake that they made. I thought it was pretty good. All kinds of fun stuff I'm finding. They have hot cocoa and marshmallow chocolate chips. Ah! I think that's funny. These are party-sized bags of chips. And from what I can remember, you know, this used to be, that's a regular size bag of chips. And now these are regular size. And they look so small. I found some more little cookie house kits. So we have Skittles and Candyland and Frosty and Minions and Elf on the Shelf. Well, here's a Peanuts one. So the bigger one. Bigger Elf on the Shelf. Bigger Skittles. Oh, here's a Batman one. Boy, everybody is getting in on all of this. And a Starburst one. Oh, Swiss Miss. Funny. Oh, 3/4 of the way in the sun. Not quite half in, half out. I can make it that way. Anyways, all right, down at Meijer. Going to go to Target now because Meijer really didn't have a lot of items out for St. Nick's Day. I think I found that before. But even now, even their whole Christmas decoration area was very thin. It's almost like they haven't gotten stock in. They haven't had it. I can't believe that they have sold that much, that they're that empty. So, a little surprising, but that's okay. We will make a quick stop at Target and see what we see there. All right, bingo. Found the white trees, like for Mandy. I know, the big other Reese's peanut butter guy. And then the big kiss for Cassie. Gotta have it. That's the tradition for her. I don't think I've seen this before. Here you go, man. Go big or go home. Reese's. The yardstick. Twix. Twizzlers. And Sour Patch Kids. Alright. Woohoo! Success! Got what I needed. Wondering why I'm hungry, and it's like, oh, it's lunchtime. It's 3:30. Time I eat. It's gonna take me a little bit to get home, but time to go home so I can eat. So, yay. Errands are done. I think I'll try this with the other camera too. Cassie's got my main one right now, but I don't know how much I can see with that either. So with my phone, here is the tree at the moment without the lights on. So we can actually really see the ornaments with the chair. So, I think we did a pretty good job getting the ornaments all around. When I had them on the table, I thought, oh, that's not so many ornaments. That's going to be barely enough. I might have to bring out some more. And then we were putting them on, and it's like, oh, I think we're running out of room. We may not be able to even put all these on. Let me. Hold on. Do I have all these lights work? Dun dun dun. Will that give me enough light? All right. So that's my rug. Let's see if I could show you that. Oh, on the bottom of here, see, there's a piece of wood. So that runs the whole length. And there's another one of these at the top. Up at the top it has one, and then in the middle part there is a silver little metal thing to hang it on the wall. So that's what we did with this. And I think, I'm trying to see, I think it's glued on. So I was trying to remember how we put it on there. But I may have to glue it some more, because that looks like it might be starting to come off. Like I said, there too. I made that one. I was, I don't know, 18, 19. And then we have one other Christmas picture that we hang up. And then, I think I mentioned earlier, then we've got our stockings up, but I need one more nail. And then, so now I have to put the beads on the tree. I got my tree skirt there. But I need the beads on the tree. And then the star at the top. So Still working on it. Ha. I had a hawk sitting right at the where the birds feed. He flew off into a bush and now he flew off into the tree. Pretty hawk. Can I see you? Oh yeah. There you are. Ooh, here I am. Woo! Alright, let's get some beads on the tree. See if we can do it before Wayne gets home. Maybe not. It's like a little bit snowy out there and really windy. It was garbage day today too, so I just heard a garbage can blow over out there. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get out there and set that right side up. But I'll get the lather lights going. As you know, with this daylight saving stuff, that do I have to be closer? It gets dark out early, so I have to figure out how to work this remote too and make them all different flashy lights. I forget how much we can program on there. Let's see which way the tree will turn. Is that the way that I need it to go? Yes. The tree does turn both ways. It'll turn the one way, and when you unplug it and plug it back in, it turns the other way. Unfortunately, right now with it turning this way for some reason, it's making a creaking noise in the base. So we heard that last night when I plugged it in. And so we unplugged it, plugged it back in, it turned the other way, and then it was fine. So, that's silly. The other thing is that there is no setting on the turning stand. So although lovely as it is for the tree to turn and I see all the ornaments, there's no offsetting. So I can't just make it stand still. It's always turning. So sometimes in years past what I've done is taken chairs and I've set them all around the tree. And then I walk from chair to chair to put up the beads. I'll start with a short strand, but if it turns, I should be able to just stand on the chair and I'll drape it as it goes. I've done this before. It should be slow enough. Just a matter of if I can reach. See how my shoulder goes. And then there's an angel that gets put on the tree. So that was another one of our traditions that I had. Mandy was born in 2000. Cassie's 2003. So in the even years, Mandy would put the star on the tree, and in the odd years, Cassie puts the star on the tree. But this is an even year. And Mandy doesn't live at home anymore. So that will be up to us to get the star on. Try to get Cassie to put a couple of ornaments on the tree. She's like, no, I'm good. Like, we even saved a few of her favorites. Wayne and I pretty much are the ones that did the ornaments, and we're like, all right, well, just in case Cassie wants to put some on, we saved her favorites for her. And she was like, nah. I'm like, all right, silly goose. So Wayne and I put them on, but then I guess a couple of them like fell off of that anyways, and so she had to rehang them. This is a really long one. The beads I have also, there's like ones that are a little bit lighter gold, and there's some that are gold. So I'm going to try to start with all the lighter gold. See how far we get and what else we might need. Hmm. This year I was kind of silly and I made little sections on the tree too. I'm like, alright, found the one putting ornaments on. I made like a Cassie section and a Mandy section and a Maria section or / friends. And I kind of put my ornaments around that area. And then we scattered all the rest of them. And we actually got to a point where it was kind of full. I put some ornaments aside and told Wayne, I said, well, if we can't find an area for an ornament, then there are like these 6 here that I wouldn't be heartbroken if they didn't get on the tree. But we did it. We found room for all the ornaments that I had unpacked, except for some of the handmade ones. Some of those I didn't end up putting on. And there were a few ornaments that were kind of too close to the bottom, so I had to adjust a few of those. So there too, you ever done that? You rearrange some ornaments that go on the tree that your kiddos put on, or even if you put them on. Gets to a point sometimes where it's like, oh, that needs to be adjusted. So when you're sitting down, you look at the tree and go, wait, there's an empty spot here. It looks like there's too many over here. So you gotta rearrange a little bit. Where am I going with this? Branches are kind of goofy. All right. And do you put any type of garlanding on your trees? You finish it off with, I don't even know if they sell that anymore. I talked about in the other video that we did tinsel. I think they might still sell that. I know that too. That was kind of like it's a landfill, not tragedy, hazard per se. It was just not good for environmentally, I guess. And then they had garlanding that was like the thicker, bushy, fluffy, kind of like the tinsel stuff, but it was garland. Is that where I ended? We used to have that on our trees sometimes too. I don't remember seeing that in stores lately, so I don't even know if they still sell that. So saying, we got these beads, I don't know, many years ago. So that's been our thing. My daughter said she was going to fact check my other video to see if I got all the lore right on all the ornaments. I could tell you while I was watching it, I had some of the details wrong of even just the picture from Niagara Falls. When I actually found the picture and got to look at it, I was like, oh yeah, wait, I was looking at my camera. I had a different camera at that point in time. This is going to start going around the tree. Yeah, I had a different type of camera, so even still, that one was hard. hard to see the lens in the sun. And then it was Cassie that was under the water with Wayne, and Mandy was the one taking the picture. So, still funny. And then as far as the year that we took vacations also, I thought I had Wayne look it up, but when we went to Niagara, he said 2016. I thought I looked up, because I know we did the, like I said, we did the Hershey, Pennsylvania and all that too, so. But then when I was looking on my computer for where in my picture folders, my picture folder where I have all the pictures, I found out it was 2015. I wanted to wait till the girls were old enough that they would appreciate the vacation and remember it, and that they wouldn't be too crabby. They'd be able to communicate with us if they were tired or hungry. That was our big thing. When we took that first vacation was, okay, we have no schedule. We didn't plan anything. We didn't schedule our hotels or anything. It's like we're just, we're just going to go with the flow and do what we want to do. There were a few stops that we wanted to hit. Obviously, we started with Niagara. And then I knew that we wanted to go to Hershey. Again, with Cassie loving her Hershey's and stuff, I wanted to make sure that we hit that. And but we didn't have, any day plans. However long it took us, it took us. So, and my honey's home. Woo! Hello. You're home. Now you're home. Not a ghost. I was in the bathroom before and I heard the garage door open and I came out and there's nobody here, and I'm like, are you upstairs in the bathroom? And I look in the garage and there's no car, and I'm like, okay, nobody's home. It's just me. So I don't know, got a ghost visiting here or what, but that was kind of fun. But now he's home. But anyways, yes, we took the first real family vacation together, and that went really super well. And one of the other years that we went to Universal, and it was hot. But when the girls got hot, or I got hot, it was like, all right, well, then we went into one of the air-conditioned stores. And yeah, we took our time, we found some of the sprayers, and made it work. It was all good. Like you said, we've got lots of good memories. I will finish the beads on the tree, talk to my honey for a little bit. I will show you the finished product. Alrighty, there we go. Beads are all on. Did as good as I could. Put them all on. Didn't know if I'd have one extra strand or not. I got to the bottom and I'm like, I don't know, I've only got one longer strand. Will it work? Well, I put that one on and there's still like one branch without any beads on it, but looks good. Ended up, we were able to get the star on. It was flopping all over. We thought maybe we were going to have to do without this year, but Wayne got it. So that's all on. That's good. And then, let's see, can we see the star? Let me move it. There's the star. So we got that on, and we went ahead and put the tree skirt on right away. So now it's all ready. Woohoo! Thursday. I'm in the car, half in the sun, half out. It's cold out. 25 degrees, very windy. It snowed last night. We had really big wind gusts last night. At least our place was fine. I think I mentioned I did hear a garbage can blow over. I never did go outside and check it, but it's still cold today, but it's okay. Put lots of salt on the ground, so the snow is fairly melted. Roads are good, so that's good. And Wayne coming home last night said that the roads were slippery at that point, and there's a person in front of him that like went over to the left turn lane to turn, and he ended up actually doing a 360, turned all the way around. And he was like, thank God he didn't, hit anybody. Nobody hit him. He didn't hit the curb. This other person. Everybody around was going slow, so he made it home fine. Cassie came home. She was like, oh, everything was fine. But we need new tires on the van, so I have to make that appointment yet. When I get home, I have to call for that, so that Wayne will be safe driving to and from work. And we also need a timing belt. So end of the year, our car insurance comes due, our car and house insurance, all the big bills, but it is what it is. Right now I'm at the post office. Thought I had to go out and meet somebody again for the marketplace. I had somebody buy a couple of the college books, so that was very nice. Get those out of the house. And I met up with him, and then thought, well, again, while I'm out, run some errands. So I need to come to the post office and mail a package off. And I brought tape, and I brought a marker, and I brought a scissors. So I had that, and I know that they have their own boxes here that you can mail things in, and I figured one of them would be big enough for what I wanted. But it was just a little bit too big, and I forgot to bring extra like paper to push in there, the tissue paper or newspapery stuff or whatever to put in there. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go run to Target and go buy a big envelope. So I did that. So we'll get that. We'll get some stamps, and I also have to write out my Christmas letters hopefully this weekend. So let's see. See my shadow. Hi. But yeah, I picked up that box, and even though it's small. Oh, let's see if I. Oh, can I? This is a medium-sized box. So that was still a little too big. So I just got a large padded envelope because my item is squishy. So the item still goes like here. There's still a little bit of envelope extra, but it's still tight in there. So that will work. All right, so go take that in and buy some stamps, and that'll be the end of today's outing. All right, picked up my stamps. Got holiday ornaments. But funny, I asked him, I'm like, is it still called a book of stamps? Is it a sleeve? I'm like, it's just double-sided. And he was like, yep, it's still called a book. So there we go. All right, time to go home, get some breakfast. And the mom just said that the suet cage is on the ground. It was all out yesterday. I stopped by yesterday. What I have to do? Oh, I had to bring the recycling container back in for her. And I saw the suet was out, and it was cold, so I figured, well, I'll feed them. I can maybe do that. But the way we have it tied in the tree, it's like just a little high for me. I could just reach it and get the string untied. But it kind of hurt my shoulder, so I thought, well, I'm just going to tie it down a branch. And I don't think I tied it tight enough. I didn't put enough knots in there. So today it's on the ground. So when I return the car, I will pick the suet cage up, and we'll see if there's still suet in there or not. That's part of the way too. We close off the suet container with twist ties, because otherwise the squirrels have opened it up before and gotten the whole cake of suet out. So we'll see. Otherwise, we put more suet in there too. That's all right. Gotta keep them fed too. Keep them going and have something to eat. Looks like they're gonna be putting a speed bump up here on our road. Cars always drive fast along here. People have complained, and they've wanted something like this done. So it's not. Oh, it actually looks like they did do some work on the road here. They dug out part of it. Wasn't here yesterday when I came by, but now it looks like there is. Let's try again. Okay. My hair okay? I just brought a package in. I heard somebody talking outside, and I was like, what the heck? I'm like, oh, yeah, I heard a package drop. So I got that. Besides, it's dry in the house, and now my hair is just like, whew, it's sticking to me and staticky, and Like, man, in the summer I need a squirt bottle to spray on myself to keep myself cooler, and in the winter I need a spray bottle to just keep my hair from sticking to me. From being all staticky. Anyways, figured I would finish off this video, and I would finish off the squirrel saga. So I did stop at my mom's yesterday after dropping off the car, and saw that the suet cage had fallen off the tree. It was right on the ground, which was nice that it was right there. It hadn't been dragged off anywhere. I didn't have to go searching for it. But the squirrels these days are kind of funny. A couple days ago when I filled the suet container, there were 2 squirrels on the patio and just, snarfing around and all that. Mom had thrown a handful of birdseed out. And so they were just checking to see if there was anything still available to eat or if it was gone. And as Mom said, that's unusual because usually during the summer, if there were 2 squirrels around, one would chase the other one off so that they would have all the food. But now being winter, they're sharing. So that's nice. They can share the food so they can all survive. But one of them had even crawled up, like, we have her sliding door open so she can see better to the tree and stuff. And the one, like, got up to the part of the sliding door and was, like, scooching along, and his nails were going along the glass. It was just kind of like, ding, ding, like, hello. Don't feed us. And when I went out to go do the suet that time, I got to the door and they were still just hanging around. They saw me and they were like, eh. And then I opened up the door and they were still until I stepped out, and then they kind of scattered. And then yesterday, one was on the patio and I went up to the door so I could look for the suet and whatever, and the one was there, and he got like a foot away from the door and he saw me and he stood on his hind legs and he was looking at me, and I was just like, kind of like, oh, you gonna feed us? You got some food in there? And I thought, yeah, okay, I'm gonna fix your little suet cage there. I'm like, it's there though, and he I didn't get my camera out fast enough, my phone out fast to get a picture of him on his hind legs, but I got a picture of him, how close he was to the house and to me. Again, it's like, kind of, I'm like, hello, I'm a human. You should be afraid, run away. But anyways, so then he did crawl around a little bit and he found the suet cage on the ground and he looked at it, and of course the suet's down a little bit, so he couldn't get in from the top because it's a all metal cage contraption. But so he had to like get his face down on the side so he could get into the side and take a bite or two. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get it fixed so it's in the tree, easier to eat. But there too, I opened up the door and stepped out on the patio and closed the door and turned around, and then finally he scampered off to the neighbors. Okay, found the cage. The string had actually broke on the cage. The knot was still on there, and I could see the string still in the tree. So I got the string down, retied it on, did 3 knots, thinking that would be enough. Was able to tie it where my husband usually does, where it's a little bit higher. I was able to get it up that high. And got back, and while I was doing that, actually, the squirrel scampered off into the middle of the common area. But obviously he was watching. So I got that all fixed up, got in the house, washed my hands, came back around the corner, looked at the patio, and there he was, scooting up the tree, and got to the suet, and he was eating away. Then Mom texted me later and said, suet's down again. And so when Wayne got home from work, he just went straight over there, and he picked it up and tied it up again. And the Saturday, we'll have to replace the string. I think the string is too greasy from all the suet, and so the knots aren't holding. Although the other one did break, but yeah, time to replace the string. So keep the squirrels fed and the birds fed this winter. The woodpeckers are enjoying that. But then also yesterday, my daughter Mandy stopped by after work. She needed to get her passport so she can send off for her visa application to go to South Korea. And seeing as she was stopping by, well, St. Nick had to have come. And so he came a day early. So we did St. Nick yesterday, handed out the stockings. So that was nice. She was happy to have the chocolate, even though she just come back from Michigan and they had stopped at a store there, and she was, I have a couple of big pieces of fudge at home and all that. And I'm like, well, yeah, you gotta have fudge if you're going to, a place that has fudge. You gotta buy some of that to have in the house. But I'm sure she appreciated that. So I only got a few little things from St. Nick, which is fine. It'll last me a while. I got my Ferrero Rochers, some of my favorite chocolates. And then at this time of the year, a special that comes out are these oranges. So I don't know if you've ever had these before, but this too is kind of seasonal. It comes out this one time a year. One of the years, like, I had to stop at 3 different places before I found them. So I was happy I still could. they still were out. But it comes in a foil packaging like this, and you open it up, and then it looks like a chocolate orange. Oh, let's see if I can fold it over enough. Maybe not. No. So it looks like a chocolate orange, and it's in slices. So obviously, it's, you know, it's just a solid piece of chocolate that has orange flavoring in there. So that's very good, and it comes in dark chocolate and milk chocolate. So I get the dark chocolate I like, and so does Wayne, and then the milk chocolate for the girls. Cassie's items were a little too big for her stocking, so she didn't get her stocking. It was like, here, happy St. Nick's. And she was like, oh, I don't even get a stocking, huh? I said, no, your items are too big. So I got the Candy Kiss. I think that's earlier in this video. I did get the large Candy Kiss for her, and a large Ferrero Rocher. She's one of those. I thought she got a third item. I don't remember. I got also a little tiny tube of mini M&Ms. So I ate that last night after dinner. But anyways, do you guys celebrate St. Nick? Is that a thing you do? I know, again, that's kind of a, what do you call it? Not generational. It has to do with countries. It's like a Polish-German tradition. That's my ancestry. That's what I grew up with, why we have these things. I know in my comments from my last video, Mary Drummond put on there that she does St. Nick with doing the shoes. And I know that's kind of how it started, was putting your shoes, you know, outside, and you'd get filled with, and for me when I was a kid, it was, we always got an apple and an orange. And I think Mary mentioned too that she got some fruit, or puts the fruit in there, the fruit and nuts, and but yeah, every year I would get an apple and an orange, and I guess for me it was kind of like, yeah, whatever, we always have apples and oranges in the house, so that's not special, you know, but, you know, to get some candy or get something other special in the stocking was kind of like, okay, that you had to like get special for St. Nick's Day, that that kind of meant something. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's it for what's going on for right now. Don't have any plans for the weekend, except that my 1 year anniversary of having been through surgery, being NED, that comes up tomorrow, so I'm going to make a video on that and how things are going. That's it. And then next week Wayne has a colonoscopy, so it'll be his first one. So he's got to do the prep and all that. He did get that from the store, but that'll be you know, a new something for him to go through and figure out. And for me, he's got a different prep than what I did, so we will get through that. And obviously I'll let you know how that all goes. So in that respect, for today, I hope everything is going well with you. You guys are all healthy. I hope you are being able to start celebrating and decorating for the holidays. Thank you for coming along with me and decorating my tree. I hope you enjoyed that. You guys enjoyed my ornaments with me and what they all mean. So I hope you guys have some special ornaments and special decorations. And keep it positive. Go make it a great day. Bye-bye.